Woo! Super Mario Bros! Hey everyone, welcome to the No-Stalgia podcast. This week, we're talking about Super Mario Bros. For the NES.
Correct.
The highest selling video game of all time, right?
Nope.
I don't know.
It's not.
The most exciting video game of all time, said by my grandpa.
Somebody
Great
said it.
old Pete, Dynamite Pete. Isn't that a character from Fallout New Vegas? I don't fucking know. Let's talk about Super Mario Brothers for the NES. Talon? Keeping all that in, please.
So, Super Mario Brothers came out in 1985 in North America. Released, obviously, once again for the NES.
Wasn't it like an initial release when the console came out?
Correct.
Okay.
In the North Americas. It was originally for like the arcade in 1983 in Japan. So I'm sure this is probably the most famous game of all time. So many people know about it.
Hey, you know this game, all right? It's the one where he's
and
moving left
Adam,
and right.
you better like it or people are gonna hate us.
Oh, it's bad. It's so bad. No, I'm kidding.
So this game's super famous for many reasons. You play as Mario or Luigi, depending if you're playing multiplayer. Going to save Princess Toadstool before she was Princess Peach.
Or
against the
killed and replaced.
That's true.
Maybe. Yeah. You read. I'll get you the encyclopedia. It's coming out soon.
Yeah. To go defeat the Bowser.
Oh.
The Boozer.
The Boozer.
So this game's a platformer, as many people know. Once again, very famous game.
You want to take that again? I think you said platformer.
Platformer.
Platformer. I know so much to talk about.
I know, there-
Mario Brothers.
There's
Super Mario.
so many-
Mario Brothers is a different game. Super
Mario Bros. Is a different game
Yeah.
than Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
So this is Super Mario Brothers. This is the platformer. This isn't the you're in one room killing turtles.
Nuh-uh. You're killing turtles in this one.
You are killing turtles. So I guess start.
Should we just get into it?
Yeah, just get into it.
Technical.
Technical. Go into
You
it.
move left. You move.
No.
You don't move left. You only move right because the screen scrolls with you. But it's fucking Mario, you know.
You can
Oh,
move
I forgot
left,
to say,
but-
I played this on the NES Classic. I did play this before, surprisingly.
Okay.
Not a lot of people have.
You can move left,
But
you can't go back left.
No, yeah. But I played this game a long time ago. It was one of the first games I got for my Game Boy. I got Super Mario Deluxe, Brothers Deluxe or something.
okay,
That's how I
gotcha.
played it.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it on there. But I'm going back and playing it with the NES controller and everything, and going back and playing it. Technical, what can I say? Man, is Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers.
I mean,
The game is known for being just tight controls.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. You run and jump. Run and jump, man.
anyone who picks you give this game to anyone, they'll pick it up and they'll figure it out.
Yeah,
it's like that first area is designed to teach you.
World
what's
1-1
up.
is probably the most famous. Like it's the master class in level design, game design kind of thing.
Because
Like,
they
that's-
use the clouds as the bushes.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
exactly. It's nuts. Which is true, by the way, if anyone hasn't noticed.
Yeah.
But just everything they teach you. Mario games are designed. Every level is designed to teach you a mechanic, let you try out the mechanic, basically. So running and jumping, mastering it, and then giving you a challenge with a reward if you can master it fast enough. Especially in the later games. But with this one, it was just running and jumping. They had some enemies, not a whole lot of them. It was mostly Goombas and Koopas.
Yeah.
And I know if you beat the game, you could also see Buzzy Beetles.
What are those?
Those are like the little blue Koopa, like the little blue beetle-looking guys.
Oh, huh.
Instead of Koopas, you could replace them in the game. There's like a harder version.
Oh, this game also have like a
Like a new game, yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, it does.
New Game Plus / 2 Game
Yeah,
Plus.
yeah, it's 2 Game Plus. So this game is obviously very famous. So many people have gone over it. So let's go over the
Technically, there's not much to say. I feel like, you pick it up, you'll learn it easy. You jump,
It's
you
a
hit the
platform
things.
game.
Yeah.
It has a lot of history behind it. It kind of stopped the recession of the game crash that happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
It revitalized and made the home game market after all the shit that was being pumped out.
Yeah.
So thanks Nintendo.
Yeah. You
for
move.
making
Yeah.
games.
Basically, move.
So,
you move right.
Thanks
you,
Miyamoto.
Yeah. Jump on enemies and you try to get to the end of the flag or to defeat Bowser.
Bowser.
Yeah. But I will say something. I forgot for longest. I did not know, or I forgot. I probably knew this a long time ago when I played it originally on the Game Boy. But I forgot that you can run in this video game.
Yeah.
So I went through the first couple worlds like
Walking really slow.
walking very slow, and then it got to a point where like I try to jump over this thing like
get
4
past it.
times. I'm like, how the fuck do you like this is impossible.
Hold the B button.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying to do these things, and I'm trying to like jump at the last pixel. I'm like, it's broken.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I look online, and there's like, oh, you got a run button. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh shit, running.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
This is fantastic.
I know.
Yeah.
Which actually, like, hey, that's to say about the running. It does make it a little bit exhilarating when you're going through those levels because there's like a pattern. It's kind of like Sonic. If you're running fast and like you know exactly where to jump on top of things, like you can kind of just make a fluid motion of survival.
You just keep going.
Yeah, where you're just like boom, 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 and that's kind of like
it
woo,
feels
fun.
really good if you consistently jump and like don't hit something or don't fall. Or,
Yeah.
That's why they give you 1-ups if you kill enough enemies in a row
Yeah.
without hitting the ground.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hitting Goombas. Yeah, that game is all about motion.
Yeah.
That's what Mario games are. It's all about consistently moving forward, and you don't really usually move back, and they don't usually want you to move back. That's usually kind of that's why they block you from going backwards. But the game is all about momentum.
Yeah.
And even in the later Mario games, I don't know if it's in 2, but I know it's in 3. They have that bar that as you progressively
Oh
run,
yeah, I
it,
think that's in
shows
3.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So momentum's super important in this game, but it's just the mechanics and gameplay are super simple. It's running and jumping.
Yeah.
You jump on enemies. There are the power-ups. There's the fire flower that lets you shoot out flowers. Lets you shoot flowers. Lets you shoot out little fireballs.
I kept that all the time, by the way. I
yeah,
was like, don't
it's
get hit
one of
because
the
it's
best.
so helpful.
There's the mushroom that makes you bigger. So I'm sure as many people know, if you're tiny Mario, if you get hit once, instantly dead. If you're the big Mario, after a mushroom or fire flower, you can take an extra hit. Then there's the Starman, which is invincibility for a short amount of time and some sweet music.
You know
as
the
just
song. You know the song.
Mow through people. And then there's the 1-up.
Yeah.
Which gives you extra lives, which there are many ways to get extra lives in that game. Coins and finding them and abusing Koopas,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of little tricks and stuff.
But I'm more interested. So many people have talked about the history of this game. I'm just more interested. It's been so long. How did you enjoy the game?
Yeah, running through that, going through the game, it was fun. It felt good old classic, you know. And I've never like when I played it as a kid and on the Game Boy, I'd never probably gotten past like World 2. You know, I probably only played the first couple of levels like all the time, you know, and then never really got any farther. So I was like, you know, what is later in these Mario games? Like I was always curious. It's like what do they have for us? So it was fun going through the 8 worlds, I believe.
Yes, 8 worlds, 4 stages in each.
Yeah.
Which is a lot if you think about it. Like 8. That's I can math eventually, but
8 times 4. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
We'll have the editors figure that out, which is you. But yeah. It felt fun. Like Mario. I like the momentum of Mario. You know, the movement was like the best part. You know, I never found it incredibly difficult, but there were some parts that were like pretty harrowing.
very precise.
Yeah. Some of those castle with the little flames and stuff. It was just like ooh,
Like the
it's
flame
close.
bars. And
Yeah.
The game is super. Even today, the controls are just super tight.
Yeah.
So really, when you mess up, it's you. That's really what all those
I'm
games
kidding.
are.
Yeah.
But the game is still surprisingly fun. Like it holds up. It's just a fun game to play.
Yeah. It's like Tetris. You could just go into it. and
Yeah,
have a
there's
good
no
time.
real story or anything like that. But it's a game anyone can just pick up and be like, haha, like I'm having fun. And that's one of the glorious parts about Mario games usually is that it's just fun to run and jump on stuff.
Yes.
So there aren't really a whole lot of different parts of the map in this game. It's really kind of just above ground, underground, or
And then
underwater,
water,
or
yeah.
like the fortresses,
Yeah. And the
which
castles.
is usually a little more like lava,
Yeah.
stuff. But it's either overground, which is pits. With the Goombas and Koopas. There's the underground levels, which has some pretty sweet music.
Yeah.
A lot of and then there's just the underwater, which is annoying.
Yeah. That's just the bloopers.
Yeah, the
Always
bloopers.
getting me. Bloopers.
Bloopers are
Hey, come
scary.
on, what you doing? So, yeah.
Hey, Goomba.
Hey, you big fucking Goomba. You stomp on your head.
I'm sure people know this game is speedrun the hell out of people. Crazy speedruns this game.
There's tubes in this that transport you to different places, but I didn't go on any tubes because I wanted to experience all the levels.
So Adam actually went through all 8 worlds cleanly. He didn't go through any of the warp pipes to skip to like World 4 and then into World 8. He just went straight through everything. So it's pretty cool. That's actually not, especially if you haven't played it a whole ton, it's not easy.
No. There's a lot of stuff to do. And
once again, it's not a very long game.
No. I think I'd be in like an hour or two or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's fun.
It's good.
It's definitely a game you can play more than once too.
Yeah, hey, it's Mario, you know? What can you say?
Yeah, and it is a game you can play with other people and like kind of race them.
Yeah.
So like we'll go through the game together and like, oh, who's gonna beat it first, or like who's gonna die first.
Didn't it have a multiplayer aspect to it?
It did.
Yeah.
They had a 2-player mode where someone actually plays as Mario, someone plays as Luigi, and I don't remember if it swaps. I know it swaps when someone dies, but I don't remember if it swaps after a level completion or they keep going until they die.
Yeah.
So I'm actually not 100% sure on that. It's been a while.
Should we talk about aesthetics?
Yes, aesthetic. Once again, super influential.
Yeah.
Especially the music from Koji Kondo, the composer.
The man. The myth, the legend.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Mario theme. It's pretty iconic. And
you
all
know
those
it.
themes, the underground theme, everything.
Let's do the Mario all together now. Then your arms from side to side. Super. Mario Super. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, like, the aesthetically, I mean, it's like Mario, you know, simple kingdoms, castles,
Clouds and bushes are the same.
Yeah.
They're green and white.
Music was all, you know, appropriate for where it's going to be. It's like, what can you say that everyone hasn't said? But I had a question. There is one or maybe 2 worlds in this game that are like in black and white. It's like the overworld, but black and white. And that I was like, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, you've played it more than
I was trying to say. Yeah, I was thinking like, because I know all the Mario games have like ghost zones. Because I was thinking like, is this the precursor to the ghost zone?
Probably.
It's like black and white.
They probably just took the idea of it and
there's no ghosts in that.
Because each one kind of changed color a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's where like 2 and 3 come in, where there's like the desert and and like all that stuff and the snow level and the. So I think that's where that came in later. So it probably was a precursor of it, but I think it was more just like, now you're in a different world. It's gonna be a different color, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the game is obviously super famous. I keep saying that, but it is probably the most influential game of all time.
Yeah, Hammer Bros still fuck me up to this day.
Yeah, Hammer Bros can go to hell.
I'm like, I don't know how to get through this. Looks like I'm dying.
Yeah,
I just get hurt.
So there's, like I said, there's not too much to talk about. So really, this is gonna be another one of these short episodes.
Yeah. Well, there's one thing we can talk about. It's the Adam Awards, and they're going down right now.
Okay.
All right, get in your seats, everyone.
Wait, Adam. We have to play the theme.
Okay, we're playing the theme right now. I still don't know what you choose for the theme. I'm sure it's gonna be very good.
I don't think there's a theme.
We'll figure it out. All right, Super Mario Brothers. The best moments, which we didn't really touch on here. My favorite moments were, I think this happens twice in the game, are the puzzle. There's like puzzle levels. There's endless levels where you get stuck in a loop and you have to try to use the correct paths.
Those are in the dungeon, in the castle.
Yeah. That was like something that I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this keeps repeating. I don't know what's going on. And then like I remembered, it's just like, oh shit, this is like a puzzle that I need to solve to figure out where I'm going up and down. That was like a fun like little like, I forgot this was in this game, and it was like so just like it was jarring, and then also like it was a nice surprise for me to like use my brain instead of just like, you know, kind of trying to figure out what I'm jumping on.
So what Adam is explaining, if you guys have never played it, there are. Yes, I believe there are 2. I think it's in 4 and
the last one. I think has one of them. Yeah.
Basically, it's these long hallways that end with 3 or 2 paths, and if you go through the wrong one, it's kind of like the Zelda games where if you go the wrong way, it leads you back to the beginning. So you basically have to choose the right path, and you'll know because it'll make a little sound. Right? It does make a sound, correct?
I don't think it does actually.
No? Then maybe in the later ones it does, because I know it does it before. But you'll kind of recognize if you're going in a circle pretty fast. But if you go through the right basically corridor, it'll lead you to another choice, and you have to make the right choices in the right order to then get to the final part of the level.
It's like a combination.
Yeah, it's like a combination. It's pretty cool, actually.
It's very
nice, It changes it up.
Yeah.
From just going through the hallways and jumping over stuff, because there's still platforming involved, but it is still like you're still trying to beat the clock and you're still trying to figure everything out.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, exactly.
So those rooms are cool.
Most bullshit moment, which is another thing I didn't touch on, was those flying fish levels where you have to just basically run straight line and there's fish flying. That got me a lot. I remember that got me a lot on the Game Boy, and I was like, I can't beat this. And even now as an adult, I can't beat it. But I eventually did.
Another thing we should actually finish your words. I'm sorry.
Oh, I hated it, and it was awful,
okay.
and I didn't like it. Please continue.
Another thing we should talk about is the Koopa fights, or the false Koopa fights.
Oh yeah, at the end of the castles.
Yeah, so at the end of every of the castles, so 8 times, so you actually defeat 7 fake Bowsers and then a real Bowser at the end. A Bowser.
Loser.
I'm sure people have seen these fights again. Basically, it's just Koopa or Bowser jumping up and down and shooting fireballs at you, and you can defeat him in 2 ways. You can either, if you have the Fire Flower, you can shoot him with the fireballs, or you can jump over him and there's an axe, and the axe cuts the bridge down and he falls in the lava. You save the day, and then you go past him and Toad's there telling you the princess is in another castle like a dick.
He's shaped like a dick.
Yeah. Oh, he's a mushroom.
Yeah. When I first was going through those areas, I was confused every time I was killing him. There was it was a enemy dying.
Yeah.
And I thought it was just like, oh, that's fun. They have like a random like enemy that dies every time you kill Bowser. Yeah. And then like it only.
And then,
like,
later you're like, they're fake.
Yeah. I was like, there's no enemy popping out of him. I murdered Bowser.
I just murdered a man.
Feels good.
Yeah.
No. And then the last part on the Adam Awards, of course, is the best song. What do you think it is?
The Underground theme?
Ooh, it's not.
It's not?
It's not any themes that you're thinking of.
Oh.
It's the castle theme, but the fast castle theme when you're running out of time. Only because the castle theme goes like do 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 do. The fast one goes like and that made me laugh. So that's being played. Hope you enjoy it. But yeah, Adam Awards are over. Super Mario Brothers. I mean, what can you say?
The original Super Mario Brothers. Most famous game of all time.
Classic.
One of the most, if not the most influential game of all time. We didn't want to give a whole history lesson. There were plenty of videos about that.
You know.
We just wanted to give our general feelings and, the gameplay, stuff like that, how Adam liked it, about the nostalgia.
It holds up.
It holds up well.
It holds up.
Definitely play it. It's easy to play. It's easy to find. So, play it.
Yeah.
And thank you for listening, everybody, once again. These are shorter episodes just because these are shorter games. We will have plenty of episodes coming up that are going to be much longer, especially one very special one Adam wants to do.
Yeehaw. That's coming. Don't worry.
But
yeah,
have a great day.
Have a Super Mario day.
Oh.
Yeah.
How nice.
I keep thinking, like, as a joke that, like, you explain all of this stuff. That's the part where you fade out.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just, like, as you're, like, saying, oh, by the way, audience, like, that's when it starts fading out and shit. It's just, like, just the meanest thing.